The British royal family has long been seen as an institution steeped in tradition. The majestic Buckingham Palace, often referred to as the heart of the monarchy, has been home to countless generations of royals, each one tied to the place both personally and historically. Yet, tonight, a major shift in royal life is unfolding, as Prince William, the Prince of Wales, and his wife Kate Middleton are moving their family out of their iconic Kensington Palace residence. But what is even more surprising is that this move signals a new chapter for their children, particularly their 9-year-old daughter, Princess Charlotte, who is set to leave the grandiose and historical halls of Buckingham Palace, the very place where she has spent the majority of her young life. What exactly is happening behind these royal walls? And what does it mean for the future of the monarchy, especially for the young princess herself? Moving away from Buckingham Palace. A break in tradition. Buckingham Palace is more than just a royal residence. It is a symbol of the British monarchy's endurance, power, and tradition. For centuries, this grand palace has stood at the heart of the British Empire, serving as the official residence of the monarch. It is a place where history has been made, where state banquets have taken place, and where the world has watched as significant royal moments unfolded. From Queen Victoria's reign to the present day, the palace has witnessed numerous milestones in the royal family's history. Now, Prince William and Kate Middleton are making a significant break from this tradition, signaling that they want something different for their children, particularly for Charlotte, who is third in line to the throne. The move is happening not just out of a desire for a change in scenery, but out of a need to provide a more private, stable, and family-centered environment for their growing children. This decision is about creating a different kind of royal upbringing, one that balances tradition with modern values and a focus on the children's mental and emotional well-being. The family has chosen to relocate to Adelaide Cottage, a quaint 4-bedroom home nestled on the Windsor estate. Windsor, a town known for its royal connections and picturesque landscapes, has long been a haven for members of the royal family, and the new residence offers a quieter, more serene lifestyle. The move represents a deliberate shift in how the royal children, especially Charlotte, are raised. The impact on Princess Charlotte. Leaving childhood memories behind. For Princess Charlotte, leaving Buckingham Palace, where she has spent so much of her childhood, will no doubt be an emotional experience. The grand gardens, the historic halls, the very atmosphere of Buckingham Palace have been a part of her life since birth. It is where Charlotte took her first steps, where she celebrated milestones, and where she played with her brothers, Prince George and Prince Louis. Charlotte's departure from the palace is a significant departure for a young royal who has already experienced a considerable amount of public scrutiny in her few years on Earth. For many royal children, Buckingham Palace serves as a sanctuary, a private space shielded from the outside world. But for Charlotte, that sanctuary has never been fully private. She has grown up under the watchful eyes of the media, royal fans, and curious onlookers. Her every appearance, no matter how small, has been met with excitement and attention. In this environment, it becomes easy to imagine how her parents, William and Kate, might want to shield their children from the ever-present public gaze. Despite this move signaling a departure from the traditional royal residence, Princess Charlotte's role within the royal family is not diminishing. In fact, it is becoming clearer that the young princess is being prepared to take on an important role in the future of the monarchy. At just 9 years old, Charlotte already exhibits poise and maturity beyond her years, traits that are bound to serve her well as she matures into her royal responsibilities. The family's motivations: a more private and stable environment. Prince William and Kate Middleton's decision to relocate to Windsor reflects their ongoing commitment to creating a stable and private environment for their children. The couple has been vocal about their desire to ensure their children have as normal a childhood as possible, despite their royal status. This desire for normalcy extends beyond their choice of residence. For example, the Cambridge children are all enrolled in a local private school in Berkshire, which is a significant departure from the more traditional path for royal children, who typically attend schools within the royal network, like Eton College or Gordon Stone. This decision to move closer to Windsor, to be nearer to family, and to establish roots in a place with personal significance is deeply tied to Prince William's relationship with his late grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. Following the death of Prince Philip in 2021, William felt the need to be closer to the Queen, and the move to Windsor reflects that desire. Windsor was not only a place of solace and support for William, but it also held a special place in the Queen's heart. For Charlotte, this move could also be viewed as a way for her to honor her late great-grandmother by maintaining a connection to a place that meant so much to Queen Elizabeth II. A new kind of royal upbringing. More privacy, less publicity. Adelaide Cottage offers a significant contrast to the bustling life of London. Windsor, with its historical castles and royal estates, provides a more tranquil and private environment where the royal family can retreat from the public spotlight. While Windsor may not be as well known as the towering Buckingham Palace, it holds its own special kind of royal significance. It is here that the late Queen Elizabeth spent much of her time during the pandemic, and it is here that many royal traditions have been carried on. For Charlotte, this move marks a new chapter in her royal upbringing. Life at Adelaide Cottage will offer the young princess the chance to experience childhood without the constant scrutiny that comes with being part of the royal family. It provides her with an opportunity to grow and develop away from the cameras and the public's watchful eye. It is in this quieter environment that Charlotte can create new memories, foster new relationships, and find a sense of peace, all while still being part of the royal family and its long-standing traditions. Princess Charlotte's growing influence and style. Princess Charlotte is already an influential figure in the royal family, despite her young age. She has been the subject of public fascination from the moment she was born, with many noting her charming demeanor and confidence. Charlotte has already become a style icon, with her every outfit setting trends and selling out in record time. The Charlotte effect, as it has come to be known, has turned her into a global fashion influencer, with parents scrambling to replicate her classic yet playful wardrobe. Charlotte's fashion choices reflect her personality, timeless, regal, and effortlessly chic. From the floral dresses she wears on family outings to the more tailored pieces she dons for royal engagements, her wardrobe always strikes the perfect balance between youthful playfulness and royal elegance. Her clothing choices are rarely extravagant, yet they always carry an air of sophistication that resonates with the public. But it is not just her style that has captured the world's attention. Charlotte's maturity and poise at public events are equally notable. At events like the coronation of King Charles III and the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II, Charlotte has demonstrated a remarkable sense of responsibility. At the funeral, for example, she showed her understanding of royal protocol by reminding her brother, Prince George, to bow at the proper time. Moments like this highlight her awareness of the role she will one day play within the royal family and the monarchy. Princess Charlotte's legacy, royal family values, and emotional bonds. Princess Charlotte's life is already steeped in royal legacy and family history. From her birth, she has been the recipient of numerous gifts and tributes from around the world. One of the most touching gestures came from her great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. who gave Charlotte a diamond-studded horseshoe brooch, a gift that symbolized their shared love of horses. Charlotte wore the brooch at the Queen's funeral, a heartfelt tribute to a woman who had played such an integral role in her life. Beyond the gifts and the public appearances, Charlotte's legacy is also tied to the emotional bonds she shares with her family. Her relationship with her parents, Prince William and Kate, is a cornerstone of her upbringing. As a family, they strive to ensure Charlotte, along with her brothers, have the best of both worlds, the royal privileges and opportunities that come with their status, along with the love and support of their close-knit family. A growing future, Princess Charlotte's role in the royal family. As the third in line to the throne, Charlotte's role in the future of the monarchy is already established, even at her young age. She will one day be a central figure in the royal family, whether she assumes formal duties or not. Her upbringing, which emphasizes the importance of family and private moments, will undoubtedly influence how she approaches her responsibilities as an adult. But for now, William and Kate seem focused on letting Charlotte enjoy her childhood, free from the relentless pressure of royal life. As for her education, rumors suggest that Charlotte may follow in her mother's footsteps by attending Marlborough College, a prestigious private school that Kate herself attended. This would be a significant departure from the royal tradition of sending boys to Eton, but it reflects the modern, forward-thinking approach that William and Kate are taking in raising their children. They are committed to providing Charlotte with an education that balances academic rigor with emotional growth. What does this move mean for Princess Charlotte? Princess Charlotte's life has been marked by a rare blend of royal tradition and public attention. But now, as she grows older, it's clear that her parents are charting a new course for her. Moving away from Buckingham Palace, a building that has symbolized British royalty for centuries, is a significant departure from tradition. The royal family's decision to leave the grandeur of their London residence and settle into a more secluded and peaceful environment in Windsor is not just about finding a new home. It is about reshaping the way this next generation of royals will be raised, with an emphasis on privacy, family, and stability. For Princess Charlotte, the shift marks the beginning of a new phase in her life, away from the bustling world of Buckingham Palace, where she has spent much of her young life. While this change is undoubtedly emotional for the young princess, it also offers her new opportunities to develop in a more grounded, family-centered environment. From the splendor of Buckingham Palace to Windsor's calm, Buckingham Palace has long been the residence of choice for British monarchs and their families. It's more than just a home. It's a symbol of the continuity of the British monarchy, steeped in centuries of history and tradition. For Princess Charlotte, Buckingham Palace has been a place of royal milestones, where she was seen by the public as a child growing up in the royal spotlight. But as Charlotte enters a new chapter of her childhood, her parents have decided it's time to move their family out of the historical heart of British monarchy and into something quieter and more intimate: Adelaide Cottage on the Queen's Windsor estate. Adelaide Cottage is a quaint, four-bedroom home located within the sprawling Windsor estate. Built nearly 200 years ago, it offers much more privacy than the sprawling Buckingham Palace, allowing the Cambridges to live a life a bit more removed from the relentless scrutiny that comes with the public eye. While it may not have the lavish grandeur of Buckingham Palace, the move to Windsor is one that is seen as offering peace, tranquility, and greater closeness to family. The importance of family and legacy in the move. The decision to relocate to Windsor has been framed not only as a way to give the Cambridge children a more stable and private upbringing, but also as a way for Prince William and Kate to strengthen their bond with the rest of the royal family, especially Queen Elizabeth II. After the passing of Prince Philip in 2021, William felt a deep need to spend more time with his grandmother. This move reflects the emotional ties the family has to Windsor, as it offers them more opportunities to be close to the late Queen, who spent much of her final years in the area. For Charlotte in particular, this move is also a chance to honor the deep personal bond she had with her great-grandmother. Queen Elizabeth's relationship with Charlotte seemed to transcend the usual royal grandparent-grandchild dynamic. Sources close to the royal family have suggested that Charlotte reminded the Queen of the future of the monarchy, an ever-evolving institution where tradition and modernity must coexist. Even though Charlotte is still just 9 years old, her role in the royal family's legacy has already been subtly emphasized by her connection to the late monarch. How will Charlotte adjust to her new life? Leaving Buckingham Palace, with its regal halls and majestic gardens, will undoubtedly be emotional for Charlotte. She has spent so many of her childhood years in the grandeur of the palace, surrounded by history, wealth, and prestige. Imagine how difficult it must be for a child to leave behind such a place that represents the very essence of royal life. But as the Cambridge family embraces their new life at Adelaide Cottage, Charlotte will also have a chance to experience a different side of life. This move offers her the opportunity to live in a much quieter and more intimate setting, one that is still regal, but more serene and family-focused. Windsor provides a sanctuary where Charlotte can grow up without the constant public attention she would have been subject to in London. This change also comes with the added benefit of being closer to her school. The Cambridge children, including Charlotte, Prince George, and Prince Louis, now all attend Lambrook School in Berkshire. This move to Windsor makes it easier for their parents to navigate the complexities of their children's schooling and extracurricular activities. It also gives the young royals a chance to experience a more typical childhood, allowing them to build lasting friendships with classmates who are not as likely to be caught up in the royal spectacle. Charlotte's growing role in the monarchy. As third in line to the throne, Princess Charlotte's future is incredibly significant to the British monarchy. She may only be 9 years old, but already there is a sense that she will play a pivotal role in the future of the royal family. Her upbringing is a balance of royal duties and the normal joys of childhood, and this shift in residence underscores her parents' intent to allow her to grow up without the overwhelming public spotlight. For Charlotte, this move is not just a break from the bustling life of London. It's a chance to step into a more balanced and less pressurized world, one where she can better understand the legacy she is inheriting. As one of the youngest members of the royal family, she's already shown signs of maturity beyond her years. Her leadership moments, like comforting her younger brother, Prince Louis, at King Charles III's coronation, or reminding her older brother, Prince George, to bow during the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II, show that she's already aware of her royal duties. These moments have earned her admiration from the public, who see her as a natural leader in the making. Her parents, William and Kate, seem committed to shielding her from the intense scrutiny that comes with growing up in the royal spotlight. The quieter setting of Windsor, away from London's crowded streets and tourist attractions, may offer Charlotte the privacy and space she needs to grow without the constant pressure of royal appearances. Princess Charlotte's unique childhood in the royal spotlight. Charlotte's childhood has been anything but ordinary. Born into one of the most famous families in the world, her every move has been analyzed and observed by millions of people. From the moment she was born, the world was captivated by the arrival of another royal child. Gifts poured in from all over the world, commemorating her birth and adding to the legacy she would one day inherit. Her christening, which took place at St. Mary Magdalene Church in Sandringham, was a grand royal affair, complete with the presence of her extended family and the British public celebrating the occasion. From a young age, Charlotte became an icon in her own right, thanks to her impeccable fashion sense and confidence in front of the cameras. Her wardrobe choices have become so influential that the Charlotte effect was born, with anything she wears selling out almost immediately. Designers have clamored to dress her, and parents everywhere have followed her fashion, eager to replicate her classic yet playful style. It's not just her clothing that draws attention. Her adorable accessories, like her signature pink backpack and sweet hair accessories, have also inspired children's fashion across the globe. But beyond her wardrobe, it is Charlotte's personality that has truly captured the public's heart. With her cheeky smile, friendly wave, and natural charisma, she exudes confidence and charm far beyond her 9 years. These traits make her seem like a royal in the making, but also a young girl who still values the simple joys of childhood. The Queen's influence on Charlotte's early years. One of the most touching aspects of Charlotte's young life has been her close relationship with her great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. The bond between the two was more than just a typical royal grandparent-grandchild dynamic. It was one of genuine affection and mutual respect. Charlotte shared a love for horses with her great-grandmother, which led to the Queen gifting her a diamond-studded horseshoe brooch, a symbolic gesture that was a reminder of their special connection. Charlotte wore this brooch to Queen Elizabeth's funeral, an emotional tribute to the late monarch that showed just how deep their bond ran. The Queen's influence on Charlotte was profound, and it is clear that the late monarch saw something special in her. This connection may have played a role in the decision to move to Windsor, where Charlotte would have more time to connect with her royal family and honor the legacy of Queen Elizabeth. Charlotte's name itself is a tribute to her royal ancestors. She carries the names Elizabeth and Diana, honoring both her great-grandmother and her late-grandmother, Princess Diana. This symbolic gesture not only reflects the deep familial ties that bind the royal family together, but also reinforces the idea that Charlotte is already a key figure in the monarchy's future, a future in the spotlight. But with balance, Princess Charlotte's life is a blend of both tradition and modernity. The move to Windsor marks a significant shift in the way her parents, Prince William and Kate Middleton, are choosing to raise their children. It is a deliberate decision to provide them with a more private, stable environment while still keeping them close to their royal heritage. For Charlotte, this change is an opportunity to grow up in a less pressurized environment where she can enjoy the simple pleasures of childhood, while preparing for the future role she will one day play in the monarchy. As the world watches Charlotte's journey unfold, there is no doubt that she will continue to captivate the public's imagination. Her confidence, style, and royal duties will likely keep her in the spotlight. But for now, she will have the chance to experience her childhood in a way that is both unique and special. This new chapter in her life, away from Buckingham Palace, marks the beginning of her own royal story, one that will undoubtedly be watched with great interest as she grows into her role within the British royal family.